Hi everybody, it's Miss Walker. I wanted to make a video to share with you story stones. And story stones are an idea that I got from Friends Preschool. It's a preschool in California, and I was lucky enough to bump into Miss Michelle, who works at Friends Preschool, in a coffee line in Nashville, Tennessee, at a conference, an early childhood conference. And she explained to me their school, and I have followed them on social media ever since and gotten some amazing ideas from them. So, story stones are an idea that Miss Kristen, the teacher at Friends Preschool, made a video about last week. So I loved the idea and thought it was something that I really wanted to do and share with my students. So story stones help teach how to tell a story and how to make up your own story. So one of the things that we focus on at this time of year in preschool is telling and retelling a story. And if you've ever listened to little ones, preschool age kiddos tell a story, sometimes that story goes on and on and on and on and on and on and on. So this activity really gives them a visual of a beginning of a story and the end of a story. So this ribbon is going to serve as our storyline. You can use string, you can use tape, whatever you want to use. So the story stones are rocks that I painted on, and I painted different things on them. Friends Art Lab also has this awesome free download. If you're interested, let me know. I know it's backwards looking for you right now, but it's just doodle ideas for things to put on your rocks to use as your story stones. So, you could use this, you can make up your own. And to paint on the rocks, I used acrylic paint. And I'm going to show you these are the acrylic paint markers. I got these from Amazon last week. But you can use any kind of acrylic paint that you have at home. Other kinds of paint probably won't stick very well. If you have markers, you could probably use markers, even Sharpies maybe, like permanent markers, on smoother stones if you had those. And if you don't want to do the rocks and the paint or the Sharpies, then you can always just do your drawings on paper and cut them out and put them in a container. So you want to put your story stones in a container that you can't see through, because you want your stones to be a surprise, because that's the fun in making up the story. So we're just going to make up a different story every time we use our story stones, and we're not going to use all of our story stones every time. So in the container with the lid that I can't see, I'm going to pull out some stones and show you how I make up a story with my story stones. So the first stone I'm going to pull out today is, it's upside down, trees. Okay, so I'm going to put the trees on the beginning of a ribbon, beginning of my story. My story line starts here. So with the trees, I'm going to start my story in a forest. In a nice little peaceful forest where the animals and the plants are all nice and peaceful and kind. So the next stone I'm going to pull out is a little blue bird. You see that little blue bird? Little blue bird was in the forest, and he was flying over the trees, and then he came down and he was just walking along the forest floor with his little bird feet, enjoying the peaceful day in the peaceful, kind forest. His family was back at the nest, and he was just out having an adventure for the day. So our next stone is a butterfly, purple butterfly with white polka dots. So in the forest with the little blue bird, there was also a purple butterfly with white polka dots. And the purple butterfly flew by and saw the little bird down walking on the forest floor. And the butterfly came down and said, "How are you today?" And the blue bird said, "I'm very well, thank you. How are you?" And the butterfly said, "I'm having a great day. This forest is so peaceful and such a wonderful place to be." So then, a birthday cake? So on the forest floor, the bluebird and the purple butterfly saw a pink birthday cake with candles. And the butterfly and the bird said, wow, there's birthday cake. I love birthday cake. Wonder whose birthday it is. I'd love to have some. And then they saw a little boy. A little boy came along and he said, that's my birthday cake, purple butterfly and bluebird. Would you like to have some? Today's my birthday. And they said, yes, that is so nice of you. We love birthday cake, and it's so nice to have a party in the forest. A rainbow. So the boy and the butterfly and the bird looked up in the sky over the forest, and they saw a beautiful rainbow that was red and orange and yellow and green and blue and purple and had big fluffy white clouds. And they all said, what a beautiful rainbow over our peaceful forest. This is a great day. Happy birthday, little boy, with your birthday cake. And then they ate their birthday cake and they looked up and they saw the moon coming out. It was starting to get dark. So the little boy said, I better get home. It's starting to get dark. And the butterfly and the bird said, we better get home too. Our families will be looking for us. So the butterfly flew off first. Then the bird flew away. Then the little boy took the rest of his birthday cake. And they all went away and went home and had a wonderful evening with their families. Then our ribbon is covered and our story is over. So we say, the end. So, as you can see, we covered the ribbon from beginning to end with stones. We put them in order, made up a story about everything that we pulled out, and had some fun, right? So you can put whatever you want on your stones. If you have some stuff that you really like you really love dinosaurs, put some different dinosaurs on your stones and make up stories about dinosaurs. If you really like princesses, or you really like butterflies, make more butterflies. You can make up stories about them. So like I said, these are just some doodle ideas, but you can do whatever you want. So it's a fun activity. You can always keep your stones. You can, make more and more and more if you want, and practice telling your stories. And you can make your ribbon smaller, or your string, or your tape, or you can make it longer if you want to tell a longer story. But just remember to talk about the beginning and the end, because that's, how we want our little ones to learn how to tell a story, and be with a beginning and an end. And using their imagination to just look at a picture and tell something about it is an awesome, awesome skill to have. This will transfer over into their writing when they get older. My son's a 5th grader, and he has to make up stories all the time. So one awesome skill that you want to work on with your kiddos is just to make up a story. Use their imagination. Think about things that they know, like prior knowledge from real life, and just let them make up things about animals or objects that they know about. So I hope everybody enjoyed Story Stones, and if you tell a story with Story Stones, then I want you to make a video and share it with me. So post it and tag me, send it to me. I'd love to see your Story Stone stories. So have a great day. I miss you all. Mwah.